taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's passed back out, ready for their next possession. This is their third drive. To the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A nice throw there. And Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got two great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's complete to Graham. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Cornhuskers 21, Sooners nothing.
Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A first down throw for Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The second down throw for Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The line of scrimmage.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Forced out to his left. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
36-yard line.
To throw on second down. Brunson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Operating from the gun. Brunson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kalo Alexander with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cornhuskers add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Loose football.
Recovered by the...
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot there as they come up to try again here. That throw by Young incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catchy shot. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the defense has come up with it. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentrate. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And this offense is running away with this one. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Young. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brunson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Quintero Grant there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Cornhuskers 50, Sooners nothing.
Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he loses the football a second time. Well, the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. From 3 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Wow. I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stay under center the entire game. I know. We're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him staying with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Thomas. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that'll set them back 5. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Cornhuskers 64. Sooners nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down now, it's Thomas, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Cornhuskers 71. Sooners nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out ready for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The passing game not in in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Well, he's certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the...
And he fouled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brunson. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. From 6 yards away. As his guys continue to pour it on. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about this guys we said rotated in and out of the lineup all season. But right now, he looks as if he's had... a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. The Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they're in the field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. And that ball is caught. For the Cornhuskers touchdown. Kalo Alexander on his run to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock with your wins at the half and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
the guy you thought it was going to be? How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Young's pass. Incomplete.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. First and 10, Nebraska. A final shot before break. Brunson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Ladarius Thomas, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Delayed game, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Delayed game, offense. Delay of game, offense.
Extra point forthcoming.
The extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Good.
On, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll roll him out right, and now he's going to use his legs. this offense continues to pour it on. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave it. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Julian Thomas, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Young working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off here at the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Delay of game, offense.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive may be them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. They have to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brunson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Kalo Alexander, 52 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Ladarius Thomas, 62 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He's the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run with Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play fake, now Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Brunson. He'll run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Scampering home for 19 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And the Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now there's the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just don't use it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 47.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And as a defense, how'd they do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Recovered by the defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Buying time to his left. And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Darius Thomas there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and it's all about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. Kalo Alexander, 32 yards. And the fumble recovering leads to 6 points.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10. At their own 33.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And here's Young. This might be a free play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Young's pass intended.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Go the other way. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kalo Alexander, 36 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. Now a first down throw for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Brunson. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Paxton Carter, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Nebraska now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a throw out of line complete to his running back right side. And the defense has come up with it.
A fumble on the play, recovered by the defense.
The Cornhuskers now with a 1st and 10.
To speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Brunson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
For the extra.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. 1st down, Young. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Darius Thomas there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, there's just about a minute to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. The philosophy is, we're going to give you everything that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Recovered by the Cornhuskers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back.
And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Darius Thomas there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The Cornhuskers now going to line up and go for 2.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And that ball is caught for the Cornhuskers touchdown. Quintero Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the Cornhuskers ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And for the junior quarterback, his first start, his first win, and it's a big one.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like, I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. Now wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. I waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. And this is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
On 1st and 10, Brunson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
Now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
A 14-yard touchdown. To throw from his end zone. Brunson, he's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, Brunson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Throwing on 1st down, Brunson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
With the score,
back now here on EA Sports.
Longhorns 13.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brunson, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he will score. Touchdown.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Ladarius Thomas. On 1st and 10, Brunson. Forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Foster. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Brunson flush to his right.
You'll get nothing. I like it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play.
And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown.
Paxton.
Cornhuskers now going to line up and go for 2.
They'll let Foster try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
At the 46.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They find some open field here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the gun, Brunson. He's going to take off with it. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
1st and 10, Nebraska.
Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 15 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
The Cornhuskers now going to line up and go for 2.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions.
And
And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person. Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys in their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
Did she say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Yeah. Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just suspecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope.
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's going to be right as rain.
I just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your heartbreak kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak kids. Well, Tommy's already tried. It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I going to play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around.
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both heartbreak kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go. Yeah. You got that. Shut up. 18 Cardinals. Ready, go. Woo. Yeah. 70, let's go. Woo. Oh, ho, ho. And 19.
in here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Miami Hurricanes. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cornhuskers now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cornhuskers have taken the early lead. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go...
Play action. Matthews eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught.
Get off the field.
Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there with his second. First down, Matthews. And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
Matthews.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Matthews dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there. Throwing on first down. Matthews. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 58 yards. From the gun, Matthews. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. From 6. First and 10. Matthews firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Matthews pass.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Matthews pass. Complete to number 3.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Number 3. An 8-yard pickup.
On first down, Matthews. He sets to fire. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
From the gun, Matthews. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here. And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown from 6 yards away. And this offense is running away with throwing on first down. Matthews. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Matthews. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So much chemistry between those two, making the connection with a former quarterback. And, boy, he does make a great target for Tommy Matthews' arm strength out wide, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and you have to think to yourself, simpatico. These guys have known each other for so long, and while roles are reversed now, Matthews is the quarterback, not the receiver, it still works. They're still thinking with one brain, one mind. How about the way that they are hooking up for big plays like the one we just saw there?
And really setting. And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. A big play there. On 1st and 10, Matthews. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Matthews took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Matthews. Open man, here's Foster. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, But you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there. 83 yards. As his... On 1st down, Matthews now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
Way too easy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A big play there. 92 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Matthews firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I told y'all it was going to be a big one. I told y'all.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown. On 1st and 10, Matthews. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 53 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. On 1st down, Matthews. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the...
And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown.
Number 3.
Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games.
Off the play fake. Matthews. He's going to let it go again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's get this.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. Play action. Matthews. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that ball is caught for a Cornhuskers touchdown.
A big play there. to go for one and kick the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Cornhuskers now going to line up and go for 2.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Daniel. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Flush to his right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Number 3.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing...
I don't know nobody.